Alright, today we have a video on how to repair a cruise control switch for a Ford Freestar. We're going to go ahead and go through the steps on how to repair this switch. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the switch from the steering wheel. We have a whole nother video on that, on how to remove the switch. So, you did the test, you found out that you're not getting any input from where the servo unit is, the harness connected to the servo unit, which is connected ultimately to the wire harness inside the steering wheel, which is ultimately connected to the switch. So what you want to do is you're going to want to test that first before you go through this process of removing the switch. So what you're going to have to do is once you go ahead and knock those areas out, and you determine that it is a switch, you're going to want to take the steering wheel off and remove the switch from the steering wheel. So, what I did was I removed the steering wheel, and now I have the switch. You're going to want to look at one of my other videos on how to remove the steering wheel. So, how to remove the switch. You got the switch out of the steering wheel. Now you need to get these buttons off, and in order to get these buttons off, you're going to take the switch. You're going to look in the back portion of the switch, and inside the back of the portion you're going to see little clips inside these little holes. One of the tools you're going to need is this small flathead screwdriver. You're going to want to get inside of there, pry it back, and as you pry it, have someone pull these switches off. They're just held in by these little clips here. And basically this is a clip you're prying back, and it's being held in by them little tabs. So that's what you're going to want to do. Now, once you get those out, you're going to be able to access the switch. You're going to pull out the rubber backing, which also has the contacts on it. Check those. You're going to want to take a look at those. These look good on my switch. Unfortunately, I get down to the switch, and as you look at the switch, you're going to see that there's corrosion in here. And this corrosion is preventing the switch from working and making contacts. So a lot of times people are driving with a supersized Coca-Cola from McDonald's, and they drip it and drool it all over the steering wheel. So you're going to want to go ahead and get that out. Now you're going to see two tabs here. You're going to take another little tool such as this, and you're going to snap them tabs off, plastic tabs. That will enable you to take the circuit board off. And once you take the circuit board off, you can take a look at the circuit from the back side, see if it's good. The back side looks good, except for there's a little bit of corrosion right there. So one of those other things you're going to want to look at. Now I tested this switch, and you could possibly find a microboard technician who could repair this for you, instead of spending $100 for a new switch. So, once you determine that this is a problem, you're going to want to go ahead and try to repair this micro switch board, or you're going to want to go ahead and order a new switch. But I do tell you these switches are about $120. So that's how you remove a switch from a Ford Freestar. And this, my friends, is a off of a 2004 Ford Freestar. One of the other things you could do is test. You can test for continuity. You can get an ohmmeter. And you're going to want, each one of these represents on, off, cruise, resume, set, coast. And so you're going to want to test it, and basically test it from here to there and everywhere. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to repair a Ford Freestar cruise control switch.